Hey chaps, welcome back to video 3 of CV for London. Today we're going to be looking at problem CVs. So let's get going. Right, this is the Europass CV as we've already been looking at in the previous two videos. This separation from left to right is not something that we recognise here in the UK. So the short answer is don't do it. That's the first thing. Let's have a look at some other CVs. Here we go. Too much information CV. Let's take a look at this. So this chap's British, Chris Martin. There's too much information in this section here. Personal profile should contain something quite short and straightforward. The kind of job you're looking for, the industry you want to get into, perhaps your expected salary, and maybe a couple phrases as to the kind of person you are. Hardworking, enthusiastic individual. Perhaps also what you've been doing recently. This is a whole swab of text that would automatically look better if it was like that or something like this. So second thing to question is, do I need to know what you got in your first year, first module in 2009, given it's 2012 now? Is it relevant? You're studying for a degree in business information technology. Naming Microsoft Office as a technical skill doesn't really apply. Technical is also spelt wrong. So we've got too much information here. You're a business development consultant, but without looking at this massive text, you've got no idea as to what you really did. Is there a reason why this is underlined and that isn't? Remember I said about being consistent in the previous video. So here we have an interesting part because my duties include, so we've got some nice bullet points here which are still not evenly spaced out, but then for this original job, or rather the most recent job at Daniel Owen Associates, there's nothing here to tell you what your opportunities entail. So duties. So without actually reading it very carefully, you don't really know what's happening. And then there's again a lot of prose and information here. So this is not what I like to call a CV that can be read in 30 seconds. It can't. Too much pro CV. Jaspreet. Let's look at Jaspreet. She's another British girl. Okay, so there's lots of stuff happening here. There's lots of stuff happening here. Wow. And it continues. Why this is lined out like this, the most important thing, if I look down the center of the page, apparently the dates, not the job. The job titles aren't emboldened. So, you know, I want to know what you did at this company. I want to know the name of the company. I want to know where it was, Kent, and what you did. They're three important points for me. And then just main priorities, each and every product fully stocked. That's 1 point. Here's a separate point. And here's a separate point. Now, this is not the layout that I prefer, but can you automatically see how that's easier to follow? Job title. Name of company, where you worked, job title. So let's keep going. So there's just too much prose here, as you can tell. And it's not, again, a 30-second read. So here we've got the too short CV. Okay, Bill's got, remember the rule that I spoke to you about? Either having a 1-page, which he has kept to, or a 2-page CV. Not less than 1, not more than 2. He's got 6 pieces of work experience and no actual reference to what he did at that company. The other thing to notice is that he finished school 2010, boys school then girls school, we don't even know what sex this person is. Finished school in 2010 and it's now 2012, so it's 2 years ago, yet we need to wait all the way till here until we find out about his education and qualifications. And then we've got a lot of dead space here. So these are just some of the tips in regards to improving your CV. If you'd like to find out more, I've got another 8 videos for you, over 30 minutes of content on how to improve your CV, all for only £20. So if you're interested in that, please do get in touch. Thanks guys.